What's going on, everyone? It's Foxy here for another flea market and Goodwill finds video. So, as usual, we're going to start off with the stuff that I got at the flea market. Let's do the biggest thing first because I just need to get it out of the way. Some people are probably just going to laugh. Tony Hawk's Ride for the PlayStation 3. It is known, at least I think, it is known for being like an abysmal game, mostly because of the controller. You have to ride, I guess, on this big, monstrous controller of a skateboard. And from what I remember people saying, it was like incredibly unresponsive and it just flat out didn't work half the time. I'm very interested in seeing if that is true. I wouldn't have paid like $5 for the damn thing because it's just like, why would I don't want it. But I got it for a goddamn really good deal that I could not pass up for, especially because as many people know, I love playing shitty games, and apparently that's like one of the shittiest. I need to play it. I'm like drawn to play it. Okay, so moving on. We have Final Fantasy 12. I have never played this. My fiance has, and she said that the combat system is completely different than what I would be used to because I've played 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10-2, 13, Tactics, which is kind of not really related, and the first two Final Fantasies, at least the Americanized Final Fantasy ones. So I'm interested in knowing what the difference is. And for the price I got it for, I'm not sure if I overpaid because I haven't looked it up, but I never knew this game as being like incredibly valuable per se. But the price I got it for was, you know, I guess it was alright. I don't know yet. I have to look when I do the eBay shit. I bought that game from a reseller who I guess didn't know what Final Fantasy was because he had other Final Fantasy games that he was just kind of giving away for like $2 to $3. But then he had like a copy of Mario 3 for the NES that he was trying to get rid of for $35. So it's like the franchises he knew were popular are the ones he wants a dickload of money for. But the ones like he has no idea, he's like, oh, all right, well, you know, $5, $2, $10, you know, whatever. Next stuff I got from one person, really. Let me move this all here. Some of the shit I didn't even know existed, in one of which I kind of laughed when I saw. I won't get that one. I'll save that one for last. But here is Ghost Recon Summit Strike 2. I didn't know this existed. Like, I've played Ghost Recon games. I love Ghost Recon. But I don't know if this is like a DLC or not really DLC, but like an expansion or a or whatever it is. Or if it's online only, I don't know. But oh no, it has a single player. That's cool. So I saw that and I'm like, I've never seen this before, so I had to get it. And same with where is it? Ghost Recon Island Thunder. It's like I've played a number of Ghost Recon games before, and I've just never come across these two before, and that I was actually very excited. And I know people are probably thinking, who cares? It just Ghost Recon. Their games aren't worth anything. That doesn't matter. I'm not looking for games that are worth a shit ton of money. I'm looking for games that I want, which is different to me than getting something that like is going to be $100 worth that I got for maybe $20 and I'll never really play it. That's just, you know, whatever. Yeah, I'm a collector, but, you know, some things it's just kind of like, whatever, I pass on. Speaking of Ghost Recon, I got Ghost Recon 2 for the PS2. I have this on the Xbox, but I want it on the PS2. So again, it's really interesting that these other two Ghost Recon games exist, and it makes me wonder, okay, are there more out there that I'm not aware of, at least on console? Obviously, this is all, like, probably on PC, but still. Makes me wonder. Grabbed by the Ghoulies. From the creators of Donkey Kong Country and Banjo-Kazooie. This is a rare game, apparently. The rare by the company, not rare as in it's uncommon. If I'm correct, this is like a really bad game, but I don't care. That's whatever. I never played it before. Next is Conflict Vietnam. Kind of like with the Ghost Recon games. I like the Conflict games. And I'm trying to find this on the PS2, actually. But hey, I'm fine with having it on the Xbox. Never played that one, though. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. This is a good game. This is an amazing game, especially if you have a bunch of friends to play with. Like back in the day when I used to play this online on the Xbox, oh my god, I had so much fun. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even work now, but I think you can. I think it's on Steam too, if I'm correct. So if you can get it on Steam and then play with your friends on Steam, that is probably one of the more fun games you could find to play with friends. Okay, next is excuse me, the last thing I got from the seller, Voodoo Vince. What the fuck is this? I've never heard of this. It looks ridiculous, but it looks amazing, like some sort of weird Tim Burton thing. Look at that. What is that? You could take on Bayou bosses and bad guys like Bubba Gators, Pit Frogs, and more. Use an arsenal of over 25 voodoo attacks on Vince to defeat your enemies. So it's like, okay, basically kill yourself to kill other enemies? I hope that's in there, because that'd be weird. But yeah, I guess... yeah, okay. Right here. Using voodoo powers, Vince must kick his own butt to defeat his enemies. If he stands under a falling safe, his bad guys get flattened. Stick a pitchfork in him and his enemies are done. This game sounds fantastic. Oh my god, I can't wait to play that. Next we have Star Ocean Till the Ends of Time. I'm not a Star Ocean fan. My fiance is. But at some point, you know, I guess I gotta kind of try these Star Ocean games again. I know there was one out there that I really liked, and for some reason I'm thinking it was on the original PlayStation, unless I'm completely thinking of something else, which is very possible. Moving on. Two more things from the flea market. I'll save the one that I was so happy to find for last. A gift for my fiance, which she will not see this video by the time I give it to her, is this Japanese, I don't know if it's a Geo H Mask, that's how the lettering go mask, but this is, I wanted it for myself, but then I'm looking at it more and I'm like, she would definitely appreciate this significantly more than I would. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna give this to her. It's really, really nice. It's really cool. I love these style masks. I always love the masks from, you know, the Japanese time. Obviously, this is like a reproduction, but, you know, whatever. Okay. So, the last thing I got at the flea market. Death Smiles Limited Edition. I fucking pissed straight up in the air when I saw this. I've wanted this limited edition for such a long ass time. And yeah, it's not even like it's expensive online, but for the price I got it for, it was like, not only could I not get it, but it was like, is this too good to be true, sort of? So I had to open it and see if everything was in there. No, it's in fucking mint shape, you know? It's like, I've wanted this for such a long time. Again, it's not an expensive thing. You probably find one complete for like $20 to $30 on eBay, but I didn't want to spend that money. You know, it's one of those things. You don't want to spend the money even though you want it, whatever. I came across it at the flea market, which is, I don't know why, and it's exactly what I wanted. It's complete. I'm so happy. I already own the game, but not the limited edition one, so hey, that's awesome. I'm so happy with that. Alright, so the stuff I got at the Goodwill. Here's something interesting. I got two PlayStation / PlayStation 2 extension cords. How these ended up at a Goodwill, I have no idea. But hey, that's awesome because my dad needed one and I needed one due to how short the controller cables are. So that is amazing. I don't know what they're really even worth, but just to come across one of those for $2 at a Goodwill just seems like a really good deal. Alright. Moving on. Samurai Warriors for the PS2. I do own this game. It is complete. However, for some reason, when I was looking at this at the store, I was like, I kept thinking that the copy that I have had a scratched disc or one that was at least like really not in great shape. So I was like, okay, for $2 for one of my favorite, you know, games, I don't mind getting it to take a risk and seeing if I'm correct, if the disc was kind of fucked up on my part when I was a kid. NFL Street. Never played NFL Street games, but I hope it's good just for the sole fact that I love NBA Street. So maybe NFL Street's good. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance for the Xbox. Never played the Substance ones, but what is the features that Substance has? 350 VR missions and 150 alternative missions. Play through 5 new Snake Tales involving Solid Snake. Unlockable new playable characters and game modes, and contains the entire Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty game, plus the debut of casting theater and boss survival mode. It's interesting. I do like Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't like it as much as I absolutely love 3. 3 is just... Snake Eater? It's amazing. Next is Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Sometimes you come across... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Actually, that's a lie. There's 2 games in here. The other game that's in here, who gives a shit, but I opened it and then like another game spewed out. I'm like, uh-oh. But no, what was in it is Personal Trainer Cooking. I don't know why, but it was in there. But yeah, Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Sometimes, as I was saying, you come across DS games at this Goodwill, and either they want extremely high prices because it's Nintendo, or they want $1 or $2 for some reason. I don't know. But, you know, you come across things that are just like, okay, who's pricing it today that's getting rid of Professor Layton and the Curious Village for $1? Like, that's not necessarily a cheap game by any means. So it's like, holy shit. As for Personal Trainer, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, last 3 things. I don't really know how to segue into these. These are point-and-click games on the PC. Forever Worlds. I looked it up when I got home. Apparently, it's like one of the worst point-and-click games out there. I'll explain why I got them in a minute. Next, we have Myst 3 Exile and Myst 4 Revelation. Now, and this is brand freaking new, sealed and everything. See? With the saran wrap, I don't know what the hell, cellophane wrap and the sticker and all that. Why I got point-and-click games for PC? Well, when I was a young lad at my old house, so maybe 8 years old, maybe, my first game that I ever played on the PC was the original Myst. It's kind of like, now I want to go back and play some of the Myst games. Like, I want to get all 4 or 5, however many Myst games are out there, to see, like, if were they any good and I was just really stupid, or just, you know, I was too young to understand anything that was going on, or are they really, really, really good games? Because I've always heard that Myst is, like, one of the most popular point-and-click games for the PC, and it's like, now that I come across them, every now and then, I'm like, alright, I'm going to give it a shot. And I actually have a couple more point-and-click games that I didn't show because they don't work on any of my PCs. But yeah, you know, I'm going to give them a shot, see if they're any good at some point in the future. I don't know if I'm willing to open Myst 4, because I think it's like a $30-$40 game online right now, and I got it for $2. That's something I'm gonna debate on and see if it goes up in value in the next couple of years and figure it out. Maybe I'll come across a used one, and then I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with that. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.